And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in the Long Dark on Interloper, where we're bringing the battery to Mountain Town, assuming stuff doesn't go horribly wrong. The the whole Timberwolves from last episode is an example of how things could go wrong. Was not expecting that. Very disruptive. I feel like I'm heavier for some reason, and I'm not 100% sure why. But oh, we got like a leaderboard. Okay, we'll be fine. So, assuming there is no Timberwolves, should be able to at least get out of mountain or out of Coastal Highway here and up into Mystery Lake. And from Mystery Lake, we're going to go to Mountain Town. The plan, assuming interruptions stay minimal, is to get to Mountain Town, install the battery, trigger the Aurora, to make a dash into Hush River Valley, where one of the radio towers, or where one of the hidden locations is.
Something's gotta go.
Probably isn't sunny enough.
Cold.
Oh, it is sunny
My
enough.
head
If it is sunny enough, we'll quickly light a fire and carry a torch with us. It's not gonna help against Timberwolves, but usually there isn't Timberwolves. Except for last part. The last part had Timberwolves.
All right.
Okay, we're already cold, which is a little annoying.
Die if I don't warm up soon.
I have a feeling, yeah, I remember that chest. Chest that is too far into the realm of fall through ice. So we're going to do a little bit of beach combing until we're most of the way over the river, and then we're going to follow the river up. Oh, it's early morning, so yeah, we're going to lose health from cold in this early morning. Yeah, short-term goals, we'll get the battery up to Mountain Town. I might not immediately install
sure I can carry much more.
the battery, because I don't want to install the battery that's going to trigger the Aurora. And if we're not ready for that, I might just, leave the battery there, uninstalled, and then we can go back and get more stuff to be ready for dealing with Aurora. Because we're going to have to make a dash into Usher Valley, and I want to do that during the triggered Aurora, and not have to wait for one. There's a fish. We're not going to take that fish. Don't need calories right now. Can't tell from a distance if those are deer over there or wolves. All I see is the specks of something against the ice. But we're not going that way, so we're not going to figure that out. That is a question we will not find the answer to. Coming up on, I should probably change the torch. How cold are we? -13. Okay. That does mean I could get warm by using the single piece of coal I'm in the inventory. We wouldn't be getting warm particularly fast.
Too much stuff to carry.
That's the bear. Take a detour to avoid the bear. That's the bear den. So, well, it's not surprising the bear is where it is, based on that being its den. Yeah, I'm gonna take this piece of coal. Normally I don't take them on rivers like this because I don't necessarily think they're renewable here, but use that to warm up in a bit. Bear Creek Campground. Just over there is a place that we can go inside to warm up. I think we're gonna stay outside.
Come on.
That's why I was starting that fire. The deer wander off. Okay. No, it's not the deer. Okay, we're warm. We need to do something to pass the time, and gathering a bunch of wood is not a bad usage of the time. And of course, the wind decides we're not allowed to have this campfire. We'll just go inside to warm up instead then. Yeah, just gonna go warm up inside. There's the deer. If I sold the fire, I might be willing to attempt to hunt that deer, but no. Step inside the door here. We'll be warm inside,
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
so we can get up to full warmth. Disassemble the worn-out torch. And we're still a little bit heavy, but that's due to water mostly. Well, and the fact that we're carrying around a battery. Anything in this lost and found worth taking? No. Okay, we'll take a 1-hour snooze, hope the weather improves, and then we'll get back out on the proverbial road. It's not a road, it's... well, it's going to swap over to being a railroad track in a bit. Yeah. Back on the proverbial trail. Ah, much better weather. At least stop taking damage. Stop taking damage for a bit. Can I have a bow? I do have my bow on me, okay. I think I only have... no, I have the axe and the knife. I have, I thought I downsized the inventory a lot more than I did. I think it's swapping to a blizzard. Okay, we're gonna have to sprint. really, Wolf? Not the right time to be popping up. I'm not too worried about calorie burn. Because it's swapped to a blizzard, we're going to be suffering for damage until we get the next cave. We'll be a little warm up there, so that's not too much of a problem. And then we'll at least rest until we get warmed there. That and apparently some meat. Eat some meat quickly. Make up a little bit for the fact we're doing a bunch of sprinting.
My fingers feel numb.
Take the remainder with us.
Goddamn freezing.
So, if the weather can play along for an afternoon, we'll get the radio tower fixed in Mountain Town and go into Hush River Valley. If it doesn't, we'll be in a sorry state from all the cold damage we're taking trying to travel. Traveling through Blizzard, and because of the Blizzard, we're taking 20% cushion per in-game hour, which I think is something like 5 minutes. 5 minutes, so you definitely want to be making good pace. At this point, I'm getting to an uncomfortable level of damage. Would not be able to survive a wolf struggle at this point, I think. I do want to get into Mystery Lake area because we've got food in that area. So worst case scenario, we can fill up on bear meat and rest to recover. Almost there.
Too heavy.
Almost the next cave will warm up. Here we go, we're warm here. Now we can make an attempt at fixing the rabbit hide gloves. I don't have the sewing kit or tackle on me, okay. Never mind, we're not making an attempt to that because we don't got the stuff for that. Eat the 62 calories, hydrate up. We are at the point where we're not going to be moving full speed, so we might as well take a little bit of a rest. Won't be as optimal taking a really short rest, but this is not where I want to take a long rest. We'll sleep an hour and see how much of the warmth we get back. Might take a second one. Okay. Got all the warmth back. So we'll probably end up cold again, but we're gonna set out. Keep moving. Not gonna make it all the way to Mountain Town, or to Mystery Lake, but at least be able to make it to the next cave. Up onto the boxcar, onto the tree, across the ravine, titular ravine to the ravine area. And right now we're not taking any damage, so this is fine. We're just going to sprint to the next cave. We should get there right before we start taking damage, or maybe a little bit after, and then we can just sleep for an hour to get warm again.
Need to find some place to escape this cold.
Oh, no, we're taking damage. Oh, it is right before we hit the corner. It's just here.
Just want to lay down for a bit.
There. Okay, we should be warmed back up again. We are. Still a blizzard, which isn't great. To maintain this pace, we're burning... Oh, no, the blizzard just cleared. Okay, with the blizzard cleared, it'll be a little bit more tempting to try to push all the way through Mystery Lake area. It's still a bit cold. That may be due to my clothes being wet, though, not due to actually being cold. Bit tempting to try to push through, even though the bad state of condition here, push through Mystery Lake to
Might have to drop some gear.
the other side. Can sleep over there. Oh, doubly so if it's only one echelon down at cold. If it's one echelon down at cold, we can probably get most of them across. Without taking more damage. I don't really like traveling this low on condition. But there's an argument to get to what is, via player testing apparently, the best bed in the game to do the recovery in. We will try to avoid the bears though. So I'll probably go down the railroad tracks. It'll be the quickest way across the zone without getting lost. Usually I'd go via the meat piles, but we're actually pretty well fed, so probably better to go sleep, get the condition recovery, and then get food in the morning. Yeah, not much to say. We got a plan. Plan is being carried out, and hopefully the plan does not go terribly wrong. Uncomfortably close to being the proverbial one-shot wonder territory, which is not. Usually, you want to plan ahead for problems, not react to them. The current condition state is not good for planning ahead. Oh, what I could do... we have some birchbark tea. Let's drink some birchbark tea. Get some recovery going. Hearing the howl, and I'm like, it's regular wolves, right? Not timber wolves. Yeah, it's a regular wolf up there. Still probably want to light the torch to get past it. And we're just destination walking over to Trapper's Cabin, which contains what some people believe in the game is the best bed in the game. Apparently for recovery. If that's the case, it's going to be nice, because we do want a lot of recovery right now. Oops. I don't need that stone right now anyway. It's a little spooked, good to know. So, pulling the battery over to Mountain Town. I know I'm kind of repeating myself because there's just a lot of dead air right now as we destination walk to our goal. Try to cut the corner a little bit here to get going a little faster. But we got a place where we want to get the battery. We want to be decently high condition because we're going to have to do some degree of transit through Hush River Valley with the Aurora up. The place we're going to find with the radio is going to put the one and like only physical man-made building in the zone. But we got to get to that building first. And depending upon when we load the battery into the radio tower, depends on whether it's going to be a cold trip or a spooky trip, because we've been traveling during the Aurora. So if we shove the battery in early, we'll probably be traveling when it's cold and early day. If we shove it later on, then we'll maybe end up in a scenario where we're traveling in the Aurora. I think the best place would probably be about midday, so we're traveling afternoon. But at the same time, I don't kind of want to sandbag the process to getting the battery loaded in the radio tower, so... If I am otherwise got nothing to do, and the battery's there, ready to go in the tower, we're going to shove the battery in the tower and live with the consequences. Oh, I'm out of torches that were not at some point perfect. This is a 61% torch. This is a looted torch, so I haven't crafted any torches. So this was probably looted with 100% quality, and it's been lit and used a little bit. And it's getting used now, and it'll probably get used up. Ooh, someone has some meat. Thinking it's a rabbit, it's probably worthless. Yeah, it's a rabbit. Anything left on this rabbit? There it is.
Pack is getting kind of heavy.
I might take a moment to eat that rabbit then. Quantum stacked birch bark, double birch bark. Don't mind when that happens. Let's set up a quick fire here. And we'll kind of dump all the torches into the fire and put this torch out.
Come on.
No, barely any meat left on it. Okay. Spend 6 calories getting the meat off of it. Spend 44 getting the guts off of it. And we are very slowly warming up right now. Okay. And we'll make some water and probably make up a couple cups of tea. Oops, weather changed against us, apparently. Yeah, the weather changed against us. I still think it's going to be worth making that cup of tea. It's teacups. Oh, I don't have the birch bark prepped. Okay, never mind. We'll just
Feels like night is
warm
coming.
up to the one.
Can't feel my feet.
Again, to get more recovery, get the warming up bonus. Then I'm going to set off with torch and the gut. Let's do a little bit of sprinting here. The cabin we're going to is just up and over this hill. So unless I get unlucky and crest straight face first into the moose, it should be a calm climb and descent. Yeah. And rise to the cabin. And if anything, I probably want to burn more burn more fatigue now so we can sleep for longer.
Can't feel my hands.
And we need food here. We'll leave the other one out here until the morning. Drop some guts, drop some hide, so we can save the weight and not having to carry those around. Drop over the rest of the crafting gear. Want one stick for emergencies. One piece of coal's fine. Okay. And we are just about the right weight to do the climb tomorrow in-game up into Mountain Town. So hopefully if I get enough recovery, I will be in a good place to be doing the Rush River Valley event stuff in the next part. It does look like that's the case. Oh, wow, we recovered so much there. Okay. So I hope you've all been enjoying. This is a good place to put a part break in. So if you're watching on YouTube, there will be part up tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, I'm going to go ahead and take a quick stretch break, and I'll be right back to record the next part after that break. So until the next part, I wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part. Bye for now.